Hello, hello! Welcome everyone to Greece. Yes, we are playing on the Greece map. We are rocking King George tonight. I like to call her King Jorge. So it's tier 6, but it's King George the 5th. Couldn't have made that work, guys? Come on. Come on. So we are going with our kind of our fire build commander with this ship, right? And yeah, we're just gonna move forward a little bit, see what materializes for us. So we do have, it does look like there's carriers in this game, so we'll have some airplanes being able to do some spotting for us, hopefully soon. Up against the Serov, it's the Soviet tier 5. Where's that 6? Which is it? Oh man. Shows you how much I pay attention. Alright, New Mexico. Can we shoot over these islands? Not really. Ooh, but we can get this Nelson. He looks like he's slowing down and turning away, so we'll aim a little bit higher and a little bit closer, right? That's a good one to light on fire. There we go. 2 fires. That'll probably trigger him to put that out. Oh, you're gonna let it burn? We accept. This is acceptable for me. Yeah, he's just letting it burn. Alright, we'll pick on somebody else. We'll pick on somebody else. Renown? Oh, nope, he put the fire out now? Nope, nope, it's still burning. I'm like alternating between like watching what I'm doing and looking at the like damage number in the top right. I'm like, did he put the fire out? No. No. So now we already got 3 fires, 2 salvos, 3 fires, 2 different ships. We are efficient. Pensacola just coming in hard here. Obviously not as good of a shot, but we still got 3 hits. That's the nice thing about some of these British ships. You just lots of guns, so you know something's gonna hit them, right? I like the style. I like the style. Spray and pray. Lion does not have a fire. So this is kind of what I do when I have HE builds for ships. Is I kind of like to, you know, you gotta mix it up. Because so if you shoot somebody, here you go, flood. Shoot somebody, get a fire on them, and then they're gonna, you know, either they use their damage con or they let it burn, right? So if they use their damage con, come back to them, set another fire, right, and then just get some damage over time numbers to just rack up, right? Nelson, so a lot of these Soviet ships have a limited number of damage con uses, so setting them on fire, a lot of times they're a little bit more likely to let them burn, right? Just because they want to save those damage control parties for, you know, floods or multiple fires. So we'll start taking shots at this Renown. We are kind of broadside to that side of the map, so we're turning in towards them a little bit so that the angle's not so bad. And then we are starting to actually take some fire from the boys straight in front of us too. Man, we are rocking the fires tonight. We'll put our fire out right away. I don't imagine we have a lot of threat from a destroyer at the moment. There is one in the B cap. So I like to call it the B hole. But we've got kind of this, you know, island protection in front of us, right? So highly doubtful that torpedoes are going to be heading our way anytime soon, so we'll use our damage control, right? Put the fire out. I am the guy that you'll notice, like, we'll burn to death occasionally too, because we don't manage the damage control appropriately, right? Some people just have, you know, other guys that play British ships, just notice they just have the patience to just let it burn, and I'm like, no, but fire's bad. Alright, there's their destroyer fusion. The other thing too that's really nice with these with the HE builds on these British battleships is the destroyers really don't expect such a big hit, right? So we'll you know, shoot our entire salvo of guns at them and just a lot of times waste them or get most of their health gone. Of course, this is a bad example of that, right? But Yeah, I think the destroyers are like overconfident that they've got those few seconds, and you know they can usually take 1 or 2 hits from battleships. It's kind of not quite the case when you've got an HE build on the British battleships. So we'll turn in towards him. Obviously, we have a friendly battleship in front of us that's going to see torpedoes before they get anywhere near us, right? But we'll go in and help. It looks like, is the zone even contested? Yeah, it's still contested. So we'll go in and help with this destroyer. We've got a lot of health. That's the other thing too. If you're a battleship and you're kind of getting, you know, later in the game and you still have a lot of health, it kind of means that you're kind of doing it wrong. Like I want to say, you know, I want to say it's part of your job to take some fire, right? Like somebody is gonna get shot at. It should be the guys that can handle it, right? So, yeah, if it's like end of the game and I see a battleship with like full health and he's the only guy left on, you know, the enemy team or our team, I'm like, what were you doing? Alright, so yeah, Fuchsia went to the other side of the island. So the air support here is really what's been rocking the house. So it's keeping the destroyer spotted. I mean, it's awesome just because, like, now we're going to get these awesome shots at it, right? So we'll wait till he pops around the corner, then we'll shoot, and then we'll kind of slam on our brakes and turn in towards him. Yeah, see, we just, like, annihilate him. Of course, we don't finish him off, so we make the call out, like, somebody shoot this guy. We'll see if the torpedo bombers can finish him off. It's always tough. Yeah, so this is the trick to dodging torpedoes, guys, is to start dodging them before you see them, right? So we knew he was going to dump them at us. So the second he got around that corner and we were able to fire our guns, he was probably firing his torpedoes. So we slowed down and turned in, dodged every single one of those, easy peasy, right? You don't always have to be afraid of destroyers when you're a battleship player. Sometimes you do, though. And this Nelson is still full on health, even though we had those fires going on him earlier. That's a full Nelson there. So he's broadside to us, so we did switch to AP here, but we'll see what happens by the time they get loaded, right? That's the other thing too, if you've got a fire build, you still don't want to completely ignore your AP rounds. Yeah, so he's turning in towards us. So these won't do as much damage. We'll aim a little bit higher just to make sure we get something out of it. Yep. And then we switch back to our high explosive rounds, and then of course he starts turning away a little bit. But we also already had the fire going on him too, so that's the other thing. If, you know, if it's like you might as well switch it up. You know, for this particular scenario, he's already burning. All right, so we're switching back. We get 2 more fires. There's no way he's not putting that out. Oh, he got hit by torpedoes too. He's the only guy on this side of the map to shoot at. So between myself, the other battleship here, and then our destroyer out at D, like we're all kind of picking on him. All right, so we'll see. This is a good shot here, broadside a little bit-ish, you know, with AP. And I just cannot believe that we didn't finish him. Somebody else is gonna get that one. Alright, 2 ships left. Yes, this is what I like. Sometimes these games just, like, you know, if you've got a good team, it makes the game feel like, oh, that was easy, right? You know. We are in a Division 2. We have a decent destroyer player with us as well. Shorenhurst. Come on, baby. This is kind of also where the HE shells shine too, right? These, like, long-range shots. You know, by the time the bullet gets there, it's falling down on them from the heavens. So, yeah, it's a little bit, you know, it's nice to get those. You'll do a little bit more damage. You'll damage armaments and stuff, and then, you know, there's always the added benefit of a possible fire. So we get high caliber there. And if he's going to turn in for us, it's going to make our job a little bit easier. Looks like he's probably trying to, like, ram the other battleship or something, because that's what I would do. That's a good way to finish a game, even if I'm losing. I'm like, if I get a good ram out of this one, we win. Count that as a win. Well, Gnies and Oz got torpedoes. I think the Shornhurst does too. I can't remember. I don't have the Shornhurst yet. Oh yeah, they just ram each other. We'll see where we end up on the leaderboard for this game. Always a pleasure. And then if we have time, we'll check the check out how we have the commander set up. Yep. So our destroyer got the top spot. So we ended up third there with 2,200 XP. Not half bad. Yeah, I just hadn't done a video with King Georgia yet. At least I don't think I have. If I have, it's been a while, right, guys? Right. There she is in all her glory. So yeah, so I forgot I didn't go through the commander with this one. So I have other videos where I use this same commander. Like the Conqueror and the Marlborough are really good examples. We play those ships quite a bit, and they are also really good fire starters as well. So yeah, go check those out if you want to see how I've laid out the commander. This is we are trying to get to 500 subscribers, so please make sure to follow the channel. That'll make us a real person according to YouTube. We'll actually be able to do some stuff with the channel, right? So please make sure to subscribe. Absolutely do not like the video unless you actually like the video, right? Thanks for watching all the way through to the end, guys. Have a good night.